Welcome back to another episode of the Everything About Nothing show. I am your host, Aaron, and this week we're joined with a good friend and colleague of mine, Mr. Jessie Morgan. I'm super excited to have this conversation. It's something that I think needs to be heard and said with all the racial slurs going on in the world. And Jessie, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're open to having this conversation with me so that I can learn, and that the viewers can learn what we can do as potentially white listeners, myself as a white male in society right now, to help all the Black lives out get their voices heard and understood, so that the painstaking killings and brutalities and unfairness and unjusticeness to the Black lives can stop. So please introduce yourself. Again, we're here to listen. We're here to understand, and we want to learn tonight. Let us hear how you grew up, where you grew up, and
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Aaron. I grew up in Jacksonville, North Carolina, on a Marine base. I was kind of a Marine brat, so we traveled across. We finally found home in Dallas, Texas. And once I realized that we was in Dallas, Texas, and this was a big city and things are moving fast, I try to keep up with the pace. And so what I did is graduated from high school, graduated from college. I graduated Dallas Baptist University with a bachelor's degree and with a minor in economics. That's pretty much it. I have a family, I have a wife, I have a beautiful daughter. Thinking about having another kid. I'm a little nervous. But besides that, that is a nutshell of my life.
thank you for that, Jesse. So why don't we dive right into it?
Oh, yes.
What are your personal thoughts right now with the Black Lives Matter movement happening in the world?
Okay. My thoughts is that nervousness, scared, and a lack of hope.
What makes you feel those things? How can those things change for you as a Black male?
You exercising the true definition of liberty and justice for all. That's one thing. Using the true definition of just being everybody the same, being equal, having the same rights, even though they are wrote for everyone, but they're not. And that's the problem. You can't have one without the other, and not expect the other side to not complain. And also would help tremendously. And this is just me being aware and being 36 and actually me being in a situation with a cop. The only reason why I'm alive here and alive and I'm not dead now, and I'm not dead because this officer told me, if you sneeze, I'm going to shoot you in the head. I prayed. And I pray and I pray, and I'll make sure that I didn't jerk, I didn't sneeze, I didn't have a sniffle. But he looked at me in my eyes. He said, if you sneeze, I'm going to shoot you in front of all these people. And that was just 2 years ago.
So that was prior to, I guess, the movement that's happening now.
I mean, this movement been going on since the 50s and 60s. Why is so? This been going on since the 50s, 60s, 40s, 50s, for 500 years, 400 years. I mean, you don't. So why do some individuals don't think like, let's just break the chain? It's over and done with. Let's make the place a better place. Because people say they want to make the better place, but that's actually how you make the place better, because all the people that's in the place will utilize to our full potential. You can't make the better place if you put boundaries people full potential, because you gotta understand. Even though I did say yes, I did graduate from a top 10 school in Texas. Yes, I did. Yes, I do have a bachelor's degree, but it just wasn't easy just walking in there, filling out an application, and say, "Hello, I'm here." It's not like that. Someone who's in American in my shoes don't feel the same way. What doesn't feel the same way as if a Caucasian American goes to the store or go pretty much anywhere. And now it's getting to the point that, and I didn't want it to get to this point. I never wanted to get to this point, because that doesn't change anything either. Fear doesn't change anything either, because we as individuals, as the Black community, we been in fear for like over 400 years. Would you be mad if somebody, like, for example, Aaron, if somebody punched you in your back every single day, and you were like, "Stop, man, stop, stop"? Really? Why did it take you a week to react? What kind of person is that? That's the mindset that a lot of individuals have. And it's like, okay, one of the most insulting things about the whole situations, I use my dollars to help other people, so you know what I mean, so they can make it through. That's not working.
Yeah.
So Aaron, so in your opinion, what should I do, coming from your position? What could I do, and what should we do as Americans to help or change or no, fix a shattered society?
I'm not sure I have honestly have.
You have an opinion, though.
Well, I have an opinion, but I'm not sure I have a proper answer to that. I think that's what maybe society is trying to figure out right now, is how can we all, well, at least people who are acknowledging the issues, those people who are acknowledging the issues, how can we all work together for the freedom that Black lives are not experiencing. There's no proper answer to that. My opinion that you asked for, my opinion behind that is that I don't personally know what I can do, right? I see that there are ways that I can donate. I can show my physical appearance by protesting and being there in conjunction with Black citizens. There are, there's examples that people can do. The problem, or the one way I refuse to show my interest or my support, is by posting on social media. I think it's absolutely the biggest cop-out for a white citizen to just copy and paste what every other person in the world is copying and pasting and posting it on social media.
I agree 100%.
I don't think that is physically going to fix the problem.
Not at all.
I don't personally think that by everyone who is not Black posting the same thing or hashtagging the same thing, that is going to. If I had a friend who posted that, I don't think that actually shows that they're in support for the Black lives, right?
Right.
So I do stand by that. I do know that to me does not fix the problem, but I don't have an answer for you as to what we can do right now, because I think society is trying to figure that out. I think we are having to relearn, re-educate, and re-acknowledge the issues that are happening in order for us to come up with a 100% fixable solution.
So are you saying that y'all need? not y'all. So you saying that some individual society need more data information to fix the problem?
I don't think we need to. In my opinion, I don't think that we need to see numbers. I think we need to hear more, and we need to see more from the Black lives, and I think that that's what's happening right now.
Okay.
Like, I think like this conversation right here,
helps.
It helps, and I'm going to learn from this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need everyone else in society to do the same thing, to have the same conversations, to learn from the Black community. And we need, not saying that the Black people aren't speaking out, but we need as many Black people speaking out who are willing to educate to help, so that we can fully understand, like, for instance, who you are as Jessie Morgan, right? Who you are as a contributing Black male in this society, and what you're going through.
Okay. I totally get what you're saying, 100%. Well, my question to you will be: have it not been enough data, situations, problems, the whole nine, like the definition of injustice? So you feel like some people still need more to help? I mean,
I'm sorry. I don't think people need more injustice.
No, you say that. Did you say that some people who don't know need more? No, they need people more like me to speak up so they can recognize. That's essentially what you said, right?
Yeah, I'm pausing only because I'm trying to. I'm trying to understand. Like, we need more. Well, I can't speak for we, but I need more conversations like this to learn from. That's what I'm saying. I think the society that wants to change the issues need to have more conversations, not see more injustice. We've seen enough injustice. We've seen more injustice than we ever should have. I think that society needs more conversation.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
To learn from.
I agree 100%.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Who do society had the conversation? Because it has to be both ways. Conversation is both ways, so it has to be understood both ways. How would someone break aside to sit down and to understand? Because we feel like we've been doing that. Actions speak louder than the words. Too much action, and not action on it. Too much bad action happened, but none good results. So what do you expect people to do? This horrible stuff is going on in the world, just not now, but last year, year before, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 400 years ago, basically, over. And it's like, no results in 400 years. What do you expect people to do? Wait?
Right. So
keep waiting?
Or I guess what you're saying is keep conversating, if the conversation is not working, what should we do? Right.
Right. Black lives been talking before me and you was born.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before my mom, before our mothers was born.
Right.
And we don't want to go into the grandmothers because they really got it. And my grandmother is 85. Imagine, my grandma was born in 1930. Imagine what she had to go through. And imagine the stories I heard.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. And I can't imagine what your grandkids are going to hear from your stories.
They're gonna hear about what's been going on this week, the past couple of weeks, though, and that's tragic, and that's sad, because that shouldn't be a part of history.
No, it's probably the worst history.
Yeah, but I ask you, Aaron, why do you think it's continuing to become history and not erased, or not erased, but
like prevented?
What the fuck? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what are we doing? We all human. Like, what are we doing?
All right.
What are we doing
I mean,
inside?
I don't know, and I think
Because
that's
because like
I don't have an answer.
because I get you know what I'm gonna give you a situation that you'll have an answer for. How about that? The Karen lady with the dog. She almost killed a dog by. You seen a video about that the lady lying on the African American or the black guy
Right.
saying this and this and that, just trying to bring the whole firing squad because he recorded her. She didn't have a dog on a leash, and it's a leash park. And he was like, "Hey, put your leash up." And she got all crazy and stuff. And then that's when he started recording her, bringing the firing squad. I'm in danger in my life. This black guy, oh my God, he's about to kill me. I'm afraid of my life. What do you think when somebody heard that on the other end? Not as law enforcement, but as a husband, a brother, a son, a daughter. What if your mom called you and you down the street and you heard the exact same thing? You ain't going out there with an itty bitty stick, and it was all lies. Why does that happen? Because I don't know why that happens. Why does that happen? And that's not the first. It's not the last. It's not even the middle. That she could have killed that man off of one phone call. And in the process, she almost killed a damn dog for lying. And so this man lose his life. This wife lose her husband. These kids lose their father over a bold-faced lie. And Aaron, even I'm black, you white. If you say that I insulted you, you get a bruise in your face, who having a deeper, moral conversation, me or you? Why not have the same conversation at the same time with the same energy?
I don't know. I'm just lost for words. You know what I mean? Like I can't.
Yeah, I know. Like from my perspective, like the only time that I feel safe walking in my house when I'm with my daughter, and my wife.
Why is that? Like, why do you feel like because you feel? Why is that? Why is that?
Why is that? Because by myself, I'm a target. You know what I'm saying? With a family, I'm a regular member of society. They wave when you with your family, especially in the white community.
So I want to know. I'm hoping you've seen this clip that's been circling through the news and stuff. But there was two African American college students that were ripped out of their cars. Tasers deployed for no reason, but they were together. You know what I mean? Like they were. I mean, I wouldn't say family, but two people together. And it still happened though.
Right.
Does that not? I know you're saying like you feel comfortable with your family, but there's no fear at all when you're with your family.
No, because I'm more protected.
Sure.
Just from them being around and they look at me, and plus, I'm not allowed to, man. When with my family, man, just because of the size of their day, I mean, at least I walk around with like 2 or 3 weapons.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't just me just waking up like that. I woke up to the world like that. Just like you got a wife, if you don't protect your wife, who will? If another man got to do it, there's no point of having you around.
Sure.
So that's what I got to do. I got a 6-year-old daughter. You think what I mean? You think I'm gonna let the same guy did to me by myself do the same to me with my family around? No, it's gonna be a different result.
Yeah.
Cause I had it to me once. I had a gun to my head, back of my head to me once. You think I want that again? I'd never go out like that again. So in the day, you choose like, do you die for your right and other people's rights? People do it every single day. People in the military do it every single day. It's like society put me in that position. Do you think I woke up like that way? I'm a successful black man. Under God's truth, you want if under God's truth, you want to call a spade, just not like going to like numbers or whatever it may be. I'm pretty sure. I'm telling you, majority of the people who don't speak up, who don't say nothing, or it's not my problem because doesn't affect my life, it should. Because you can't say my life don't matter. How you gonna say somebody's life matter and I got more things to lose and I got more things than you. But you saying that you better than me if you want to talk about, because the thing is, people talk about materialistic things between blacks and whites. Well, they live in the ghetto. I don't live in the ghetto. We're the only black family on my block. So how do our people live in the ghetto, and how our people on welfare, or black people on welfare? Did you know? And you can look it up right now statistically. Did you know the percentage of white Americans are higher than the blacks that are on the welfare system today as I speak? And so it's like people who talk about they just want to live on the system. Caucasian white people live on the system more than any other race in America. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about those facts. Because you ain't speaking facts to every black person living in the ghetto. That's a lie.
Yeah, I think it's
and for the say, well, they're always poor and broke and anything and all that. It's like, no, that's not true. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of black millionaires, a lot of black $100,000. The case may be, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, and typically the people who talk like that, they struggling their damn self. They just mad. I'm God truth, and I have talked to a couple individuals. The reason why they speak the way they speak and act the way they act towards other cultures, because they're intimidated. Because in their mind, they're like, I'm supposed to be here. Why are you here? Why you have more than me? Why you have more money than me? Why your house is bigger than me? And a lot of people don't, and a few Caucasian Americans don't understand why is that. I know why. I have a good assumption, because throughout time, y'all never been on the back end.
What do you consider the back end?
The back end?
Yeah.
How Caucasian Americans has their roles ever been reversed in history?
Oh, no.
In a nutshell, can't relate.
No.
Not unless you live in it, or not unless you're doing something about it.
Sure.
If you're not doing new two things, you're not living, or you're not doing things about it to help save individuals. And I can just put it just straight home and straight forward. Your silence. Every time I go out to Walmart, every time I go to Target or whatever case may be, I step out of my house. When you silent, it's kind of saying in a way that it's okay to shoot Jessie Morgan down.
Will you explain a little bit more about what you mean by being silent?
Because some people,
I know you're not directing that
No,
directly at me. No, but I'm just saying, like,
general. Yeah. Generally, and like yes. I said, I'm gonna take what you said, and you said people who just post something that they got from somebody and think they post it and think they did enough. It's not enough. I'm still out here. That's not fighting. That's not doing anything. They're just pushing two buttons: share and send. Share and send. I believe share and send is worth way more than my life. And someone who doesn't want to say anything and just listen and just want to listen to other people talk, a person who does that, I just got you. You're part of the problem. You're not the solution. Because if you sitting there quiet about Black lives, and I'm in the Black lives community, so that means you're not speaking up for me, and you call me a friend, and you call me brother. So, not you particularly, individually who do the exact same thing that I said. Which one is it? Are you telling the truth, or are you a liar?
Now, you said a specific word, and this was a question that I had. Again, this is something for me to learn by, as well as I hope other people can learn by. Now, this is probably a really simple
ain't nothing simple
question.
About the situation.
No, I just...
Yeah. I got you, brother.
You just said it. That word right there, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I've always, I guess, in the last week or two, like, I think my wife caught it one time. I was talking to a black male friend of mine, and I can't remember who, but I said that, something along those exact lines of, thanks, brother. Mm-hmm. Right. And my wife just looked at me. She was like, you shouldn't say that. And I'm like, looking at her.
That's
like,
the problem.
Like,
that's kind of that's
so
kind
I
of
so
that. Okay,
I want to know. That's
Sorry.
my question. She said, why'd you say that? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, we're cool. We're friends. But yeah, but he's black. Should you be calling a black person brother when I'm white? So that's my question. Is like, again, this might be a simple question. A white person calling a black person brother.
Did you know you just answered your own question in your own sentence? And you answer your own question, and I'm about to give it to you, and it's gonna make you smile. Because what you said, I'm saying brother to someone that is non-racial. I mean, it's not racial to me. He's my friend. You know what I'm saying? I love him. It's genuine. It's genuine. All hail to the Queen, Mrs. Kozak. But in turn, that is also part of the problem because that's holding you back. I'm not saying it's holding you back to kind of pull a string or kind of make you look or make you question about how you carry yourself around your multicultural friends. Because I'm going to give you an example. If I seen you tomorrow and if something changed or the way you talk to me, the way we are, because we built something, it's not, I don't judge a person of their color. I judge a person on the inside. What makes you an asshole was on the inside. Has nothing to do with your color. You was born with that shit. Evil is within. There's nothing to do with your skin color. And for you calling your friend, your brother, is absolutely right. Because it's genuine. Because if you didn't call me brother and call me homeboy, I'd be like, what's up, Jesse? I'd be like, we good? Because I wouldn't understand why you would stop being genuine with me because of one comment. That's not a real relationship. That's not a real friendship.
Right.
That's like saying, don't tell somebody you love them and you don't. You know how that goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're a man. You just told a woman once in your life, we were married, I'm just saying, but you live life. Right. My point. That ain't good. You don't play with people's feelings. And that's how part of society feels. Y'all do all this, but it never changed. So how do individuals supposed to feel? That's kind of like, this, Aaron. Walk it like you talking. Cause a dude can tell you anything. Oh yeah. Oh, I give you a perfect example. You don't laugh. And you know that this hit home for both of us. A man, any race, tells him, oh yeah, I'm an A1. Put him in the room. He don't even know what an SLR cable is. That's how we feel. And then they put you in a position. You mad, you fired up. We've been there. We know. We know those guys. Those guys like that are the silent people. Or to say the posters or I repost something because I saw something. Because I thought it was cute. Those are those people. Those are the people that we don't get along with. Those are people that we feel certain type of way towards. Those are people that flat out we don't like. Because you're a liar. And you messing up what I got going on.
Right. Or they're just they're not speaking the truth.
Right. And that's exactly what it is. You messing up what I got going on. And they messing and the people who don't speak and the people who are unlike you in this situation, they're the problem. Believe it or not, you are the solution. You know why that you part of the solution? You constantly, you thought about it, and you put yourself out there to have a conversation. Some people will never have a conversation with anyone and would scream and put their hand up for equal rights. You're a liar.
Sure.
If I saw you, if I saw you post something, I seen you out there, whatever, I would believe everything you say. I fight for you. You know why? Because we didn't have a conversation. It ain't about you having conversations individually. It's about you embracing it and then do something about it. That's when you become a hero. And you already started. You already got your cape on. You just need to find other pieces of your outfit. You got your cape on right now. You know what? Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be more than just me and you just hear this. That's a victory. That's a victory.
Yeah, I think before you and I decided to record tonight, we had a 30, 40-minute conversation about how we wanted this episode to go, and that's just it. Like, I personally cannot pinpoint, like, how I think that I can't physically change the corruption in the world, right? I can't, it's not just cops, but I can't find every single
I know you can't.
corrupt cop and do something about it, right? It's not even possible. But
not at all.
What I can do is have conversations like this so that I can learn and I can help people learn.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what I need to do, or what I want to do.
Yeah, that's the job right there. That's the job, right? That's the job. We just have to do one thing.
So I had a question written down here to ask you, but you've kind of been answering it right here at this point. So I think it's a good chance for me to ask it. Is, besides platforms like this, what can society do? I mean, I don't have the answer to that, and that's why I'm asking. Like,
I have the answer.
What?
And it's gonna make sense to you too. On the real life thing, you know what? And you know this true. For example, I'm just gonna put it out there. White people listen to white people more than listen to any other culture. If more white Americans would come together, not against, against this horrible fucking shit going in the world, that would start change automatically, because in the end of the day, people who have that mindset and people who do the things they do can't have the whole world or too many against them. Basically, you got the community, you got the black community, and then you have all the white community, and then you have these individuals to do it. Who you think is gonna win? We weed them out. We need white America to all the way stand the fuck up. If y'all don't stand all the way up, things will never change.
Sure. So I'm going to ask you specifically, in what ways do you think it's most effective? Is it communication? Is it protesting? Is it the rioting? Is it praying? Nope. You know, like, yep. What is it prayer, for you that...
Prayer, peaceful protesting, letters to your congressman, to your city councils. Because remember, you paying these guys taxes. This money is coming out y'all checks. Like, if you go to a restaurant, if you're not satisfied with your meal, you send it back. You have a problem. You're not paying. You write on the receipt. You make a big ruckus about your meal don't come out hot or it's wrong, whatever. What about me? You have that same energy. Use that same energy for people who is actually contributing in the world. If anybody who has that mindset, you know the mindset I'm talking about, the reason why the world the way it is, shit, I meet all your qualifications except me being dark skinned. That's the only thing I miss. I did everything society told me to do, and including the hurdles that they put in front of me. I still got a target on, and I still got a target on my back. I did everything you wanted me to do. And people think that we did everything, and then some people like, damn, I did everything you wanted me to do. I'm still not worth it.
Well, I can't speak for the rest of society, but
Oh no,
I
no, I was about
guarantee
to
you
them
there
individuals.
are people that you are worth to, and especially other people of color as well.
Sure.
So
Yeah, I know
don't
that, brother.
don't let the rest of society take that away from you either.
Oh no, hell no. I even hell no. Now I didn't talk to everybody, and I didn't even post it because my mindset is like even though I hate racism, but I would never let racism. I would never let the bad people take over all the dope Caucasian people that I know in my life. I would never. Racism will never make me jaded towards the people that I care and I love about. It's not them.
So I have a question. I maybe should have asked it a little bit earlier in the conversation, but I'm curious to know, like, this is something I didn't personally do, but I kind of heard a lot or seen a lot of people do it. Do you think it's obnoxious or maybe a cop-out or overwhelming for white people to just automatically reach out to all of their black friends and just, how are you? What kind of,
No,
like, I'm here for you.
no, no. If it's genuine, if you just doing it, if it's genuine, hell no.
Is it wrong if people
because
don't do it?
because I feel like if you because I feel like if you love me and I'm in your life, and if I'm in your life, you say you love me, you say you care about me, why wouldn't you give me a call? Damn, just to see if I'm okay. And see, just to call to see if I'm not the next victim tomorrow or the other day. Damn, you can't give me a call. You calling about anything else? You can't call me if you can't call me if I'm just like in the street. You
See,
can call me everything else.
What I love is that you and I have had that relationship prior to the last week and a half or 2 weeks too.
Yeah. I tell you, what's up? Was good? Was
great.
Good? Yeah,
absolutely.
I genuinely call people. I love if I say I fuck with you, I love you. I love you. Like you, my homie, my brother. I mean that. Like I'm like, what's up? Like you need what we need to talk about. Like anything. Like what's going on in your life? I mean, I'm just like that. You know what I mean? So I get that, and I appreciate you for, for that.
Absolutely, man. I'm not doing it for any gloating. Just
oh no, hell no, because I had questions about two people who say they love me, and I'm just like,
but they haven't showed up.
They made that call eventually, though. They made that call, but I was like, it's too long, though. Something could have happened.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I want to, commit to learning more and doing more. I would love to, especially right now, do a weekly. In addition to what I'm doing on the podcast, do a weekly kind of an update with you.
Absolutely.
And hitting reoccurring, weekly events that happen from this moment forward. Talking about those occurrences, and just continuing to update and educate the world together. I want to commit to that with you.
Yes, sir. I would love that, and I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, because I see it
for sure. I don't, like I said earlier, I don't want to cut this episode short because I think there's too much talking points, but I want to again do this weekly with you.
Yeah.
Before we do close out, I want you to share what you think is the most effective, quickest response that can be done right now to help get as many viewers, as many white people, as many citizens in the world to acknowledge the issues. What can that be?
Okay.
In your opinion?
In my opinion, one of the things I said before, one of the biggest things I think that a certain part of society needs to genuinely fight with us. Fight with us. If anything, I'm just gonna be frank, and I'm just gonna be blunt. Even if Caucasian Americans just come up with the plan, we can execute it. Because having riots, because going somewhere and doing something and fire it is the end resort. It's not having a plan. That's the definition of not having a plan. You don't go somewhere and end up shit in flames. It's not having a plan. So I think that we need to have a plan with all the leaders in every state. I'm talking about the underbosses, I'm talking about the senators. I'm talking about everybody who runs your state in every state. Hold them accountable. Hell, if they have, if all 125 or 130 or 140 members of the United Nations can sit in one room, while 50 senators and politicians can't sit in one room and fix what's going on in America, but they can do it for the world. Solve and have plans and issues for the world. That's ass backwards.
Well, it's ass backwards for the United States.
That's what I mean.
Specifically.
That was my whole point, brother. My whole point. It's ass backwards like, what? So you know people, so we know it can happen. It's been going on for hundreds of years. Never thought about that blueprint, huh? And then, and also to my black community, you know that whatever the message is gets tainted when you riot, when individuals riot. And the black community knows that they will use that to stain the bigger picture. And honestly, God's truth, that's effing common sense. Even in you, I'm gonna use a horrible analogy, but it's a good analogy. Just say like, Aaron, we married, right? We married. So when you want to have a conversation with your wife, do you yell and talk at the same time, or do you talk, or do you yell? Because like if you talk and yell at the same time, your message get lost. The only thing she worried about is how you came at her, in your tone, in your mood, in your whatever how you do, and what you're trying to convey got lost. She ain't mad about what you said. She mad about how you acted. Turn that around, and put that what's going on today with the protest and riot. Message get lost with things when things are burning. How you gonna burn down your cousin beauty shop and you say it all matters?
Or expect anything to change.
Huh? Right.
Or expect anything to change from that.
I see a burning building down and I say, I believe it's gonna be a better place. Not me. And I'm black saying that. You're not helping. Same thing. Use the analogy. Use the wife analogy. Did the Million Man March did not teach us anything? That was one of the most that is the most successful black protesters in history. We didn't pick up from any of that blueprint. We didn't pick a piece from that blueprint. There's a million black men in one place. Imagine if we had 50 Americans, 50 million Americans, all in one place. You tell me ain't nothing gonna change?
Some will. Something should. Let's say that.
It would. And I'm not saying all black. I'm talking about everybody. The key is Caucasian people. You know that. Your voice will always be louder than mine, Aaron. To me, your voice will always be louder than mine. Our situation has always been what avenues we have to do to be on the same level, be the same playing field, or what do I have to do to make my voice louder than his? So it automatically becomes a competition because the game is already rigged. So I'm already set up to manipulate, and that's just a word for it. It's just a horrible word for it, but it's true. That the system that a broken system was gave to me. What would you expect me to do? Because if you expect me to do nothing, then I'm exactly what some individuals say that we are or that I am, and I'm the total opposite. I probably got more money than that individual who's talking. Probably more. You probably live in a trailer. I ain't knocking about who live in a trailer, but some people do. Their own Caucasians not Caucasians for being in a trailer. Y'all have a certain word and a certain feeling and a certain term. Y'all have, you know what I'm saying? Racism go full circle. They're just in a nutshell, that's what it is. If you don't think that your voice is louder than mine, it's a little bit of a problem. Contrary to believe, if something go down with y'all, you know we got y'all back. Cause we know y'all make the world go round. And we don't. What if we just halted and stopped and just really just did our own thing? Y'all world be fucked up. Not y'all, but some individuals who feel or think that type of way, life will be trash. They'll probably be fucking poor.
Or worse.
Or worse. You know what I'm saying? So we all matter. It's like, well, we got to matter together. You can't change something globally if only one side speaking about the story. That's just half of the story. People want to know the whole story. Y'all part Caucasian Americans who don't speak up, you know y'all part of the story too. Y'all matter. Cause when y'all speak, the voices get louder and louder and louder. You know? I mean, that's necessary.
And everybody needs to speak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Equally.
Absolutely. I know I do. And you do too.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Use your voice, man. Use your gift.
Well, we will do it together.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate you.
Well, Jesse, like I said, man, I appreciate this open, honest communication. There's still more.
Oh, we didn't scratch the surface.
To have to be learned. There's still more that can be done. There's still more that can be educated to the rest of society. I am not perfect.
I'm not either.
Situation.
I don't want to be.
I want to continue to do what I can to learn and honor those who don't have that opportunity anymore. So, like I said, I'm committed.
Thank you.
I want to commit this specific platform to continue to learn and continue to produce weekly episode in addition to what we're doing, so that the rest of society can continue to learn as well. So I would love to have you back. I'd love to have you continue to educate us.
Yes, sir.
And I'd love to continue to hear the development of your story and everything that you're experiencing in this world.
Sir.
So we'll continue next week. Again, thank you.
Thank you.
Honored to be your friend and your colleague, and
yes,
also correctly spoken, your brother. So thank you for listening in. This is the Everything About Nothing podcast show. We're going to be back regular schedule with our weekly guests, in addition to Jessie Morgan, talking about all the Black lives that matter out in the world. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.